Two.
What's up, you guys? This is Sports Chica Carolina Teague. Welcome back to another episode of the League of Our Own podcast. We're over a year now on this show, and we've had a great wild ride. I didn't go in last week, but I'm starting to want to do more shows. I went live for the first time on TikTok. If you guys haven't followed my TikTok, follow me on TikTok. My TikTok is at Carolina Teague Sports. Also follow me on YouTube. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 400 and something right now. We're getting close to 500, actually, Gylan. Did you know that?
On YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're at 400 and something right now on YouTube. So we want to direct people to the YouTube channel. If you guys want to donate to me, too, go visit me at CarolinaTeague.com. Or what is it? buymeacoffee.com/Carolina Teague, or you can cash at me at Carolina Teague to keep the show rolling. And I'm drinking my special leaf tea today and just having a good time. We got a lot to talk about today. We're talking about Noah Lyles and Greg Popovich's comments about whether or not the NBA is should they consider themselves or call themselves world champions once they win a championship. We're also talking about tennis star Coco Gauff. Trey Lance, is him coming to the Cowboys a good move? And is Dak's job in jeopardy? And we're also going to be talking about my guy, DJ Moore. So before we get started, I want to ask you guys a quick question. Have you all ever been cheated on? And I have Gylan with me, and I need Gylan's opinion. Have you ever been cheated on, or have you ever been the cheater?
Opinion. It's not an opinion on whether you've been cheated on or not.
Oh, yeah. Have you factually been cheated on?
I don't know. And I'm kind of like at the point now, I don't care. Like, if you got that much energy to cheat, go for it.
Yeah. Have you ever been the cheater?
That's a tricky question.
What do you mean by tricky?
It's tricky.
Like you didn't think you were cheating, or you guys were on a break, or?
We never was like officially girlfriend and boyfriend.
Oh, okay. So then it wasn't cheating.
Yeah, but
were you misleading her? Like you were her boyfriend?
No. It just wasn't defined.
Okay.
Per se.
So then it's not cheating, right?
I don't know. I didn't feel good about it. Let's just say that.
Okay, so in your mind, you thought you were cheating.
No. But I wasn't like, hey, I'm flirting with an ex, or I'm flirting here, I'm flirting there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So have you ever been cheated on?
Yeah.
Have you ever cheated?
Yeah. But I cheated way back in the day. I feel
that doesn't matter when it happened.
I cheated back in the day, and I think it does matter because people change. I've changed since then. I'm no longer a cheater. And because back in the day, I was really, I guess you could say now I'm kind of the same. But back in the day, I just kind of felt like I needed my get back. I needed my revenge. If I found out you were cheating on me, rather than doing the smart, logical thing and breaking up with somebody, I would cheat back to get you back, to hurt your feelings like you hurt mine.
But you can never hurt somebody as bad as they hurt you, because nobody can feel what you felt.
Exactly. And I had to learn that the hard way. I learned that after the cheating occurred, and it didn't make me feel good. And I immediately admitted it right afterwards. So that was pretty stupid. It's not like I got caught. I was like, yeah, I did actually.
You had a guilty conscience.
Yeah, the guilty conscience was eating me up alive. So that was one of the reasons why I couldn't be a cheater, because my guilty conscience like ate me alive. Like I have to confess the truth. There's nothing inside of me that so I'd rather just not do it and just hide away. So Anthony Gonzalez says I didn't really cheat. I just got my get back. See, I didn't cheat.
But if people would justify whatever they want to justify. And what does it mean to cheat anyway?
I don't know. What is cheating? That's a great question. Would you feel like flirting with somebody behind your back is cheating? Would you think it's actually having sex with somebody else is cheating? What do you guys consider cheating? That's what I want to know, because everybody's definition is different.
See, now I don't even know what cheating is.
What?
Like, I know, but I just think it's a joke. Because I think if you can't look at somebody, you can't swipe right on a TikTok or double click on a picture or look at somebody because now you're cheating. That's cheating. Oh, you're emotionally cheating on me. So there's all these different levels of cheating.
Right.
And I think what's happening is people are too damn insecure in themselves and they just don't want to cut the other person loose.
Angie Selena says flirting, hiding messages, hiding phone calls is cheating. Do you agree, Gylan?
I don't know what it is. Yes, to her, yes, that is cheating.
Okay, so if you, however you define cheating, that's your reason. So according to Angie, it's flirting, it's hiding messages, it's hiding phone calls. Anthony Gonzalez says there's levels to cheating. Cheating is cheating, but there's levels to it. I think there is levels to it. There's full blown sexual, physical cheating, and then there's the emotional cheating. There's different aspects of it. For me, cheating is defined as, I don't know, I think just being physical for me would be cheating.
Let's get physical.
Yeah, I feel like if you get physical, that's cheating. And we also have to have a defined relationship, because if our relationship isn't defined, then it's not cheating. Like you, Gylan, you didn't have a defined relationship. So I wouldn't, if you, let's say I was that person that was in the situationship with you, I wouldn't consider that you cheating on me because we didn't define our relationship.
So I guess my question is, and this is going to be crass, but if you're not in a relationship, I'm sorry, if you are in a relationship, you're happily in the relationship, you're happily married, why do we talk about cheating?
What do you mean?
Why do we bring that energy in?
Like
if you're in a good relationship, if you're in a good marriage, and I know it's a topic of conversation, right?
Right, yeah, it's a topic for the podcast.
I just think it's lazy.
What's lazy?
Talking about cheating.
That's something I felt like talking about.
I know, but why not have like, how do you have a good relationship? How do you make your partner happy?
Well, we could talk about that too.
No, nobody ever talks about that shit.
Well, we could talk about it since you said
nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it.
Okay, how about this? Look.
They cheated. What are the Kardashians doing? Blah, 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 blah.
Hold on, wait.
It's
bullshit.
bullshit.
Let's shut the hell up. It is not lazy. It's something that I want to talk about because cheating is an actual
she
thing.
Spicy.
So if you wanted to,
I am Latina.
And we could, yeah,
I'm getting spicy.
I'm getting spicy like a jalapeno, or a serrano, or a chile piquin. But what I would say is, if I want to talk about cheating on the goddamn podcast, I'm gonna talk about it. Now, if we talk about, we could also switch gears. And since you brought it up, let's switch the gears. Now, let me just read a couple more comments and we'll switch the gears. Anthony Flores says the real question is, depending on the level, on which level would you stay with them? Okay, Gylan, that's a great question. Let me ask you that before we get to how do you have a good relationship. Gylan, before what would you stay with someone if they had an emotional affair?
Yes.
Why would you stay with them if they had an emotional affair?
Because I don't care.
Okay, what about physical? Would you stay with them if it was physical?
Could I watch?
You would want to watch a man sleeping with your girlfriend?
I don't know. Depends on who the man was. It was The Rock? Maybe.
Okay, so if it was
Donald Trump? Hell no.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? A lot of men say that, like, I give you a pass if it's The Rock. I give you a pass if
I wouldn't. I for sake, what do they say, for the plot?
Yeah.
Right? I'm really at the point in my life that I'm not jealous, and I don't have that energy. If she feels the need to go out and get railed by somebody else and play hide the salami, that's on her. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. If she's going out and cheating on me, that's on her. So bye. Hasta la vista, baby. Bye.
Yeah. And Anthony Gonzalez says liking pictures, harmless bored flirting isn't breakup cheating. Lorraine says she has an emotional affair with herself, self-love. Me personally, I would cheat if it was, I would cheat. I would leave if the cheating was physical. Because once it's physical, you might catch an STD. And I really do not want herpes. And that's my final straw. Catching herpes is my final straw with a relationship. I don't want to catch herpes. I don't want to catch none of that stuff. So for me, that would be my walk away. Because if you sleep with someone physically, then how do I know that you use protection? How do I know that you wasn't, licking her butt crack? You know what I'm saying? That's nasty. I don't want.
But wait, so the question, see, I can't ask that question.
Okay.
Because why would you think he's licking her butt crack? If that means obviously he licked yours.
Yeah, because my butt crack got licked. So was you licking her butt crack too?
Lord,
Because
have
that's a
mercy.
requirement to be with me. You gotta be able to lick my ass crack.
Carolina.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay. Let's
There
see.
goes your career.
Michael, shut up. Michael Quinones says, yeah, she cheated on me with her coworker who had just gotten married. I'm sorry, Michael. Sorry about that.
I'm not. You better off without the hooker.
Yeah, you are better off. If y'all set boundaries and she wasn't supposed to do that, then yeah, you are better off because you could find somebody who is actually loyal. Like, I'm loyal. Like, I would not physically cheat. Now, you could find somebody who's loyal like that. So that just wasn't meant to be.
But are people really loyal, and are we made to be loyal?
That's a great question. Because here's the thing. I feel about that. I feel like a lot of men believe in what is it called? Polygamy. But they don't believe in polygamy when it comes to like women dating other men.
I think weak ass people don't want what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Exactly.
I think that's a very weak piece.
But a lot of men are like that though. A lot of men believe in polygamy when it only applies to them.
No. I don't think they believe in polygamy. I think they believe in being selfish. Mm-hmm. Because believing in polygamy is selfish, but that's a method of relationships.
Now let's switch gears from cheating because everybody has a lot of. Anthony says physical is just cheating, plain cheating. Liking people's pictures, for me, I don't give a shit. If, everybody looks at each other. Everybody has their own. I feel like there's so many attractive people in the world. If you're liking another girl's picture, like, who cares? Like, it's not a big deal to me. And messaging other girls, I don't even care. Like, it doesn't really bother me. I think what really hurt me is like physical cheating more than anything. And then Anthony says, why do people cheat? Great questions, but let me ask you this, guy, because you said people are basic, and according to you, I'm lazy because this is a lazy topic. So let's be interesting. So
no. It's just we live in a society, and hear me out here, that we always talk about the negative shit in the world. Why, if you were in a happy relationship, if you were good with your partner, why do you give a fuck about somebody cheating? I really want people to stop and think about it. And it's, your team is winning. Why are you going to go talk about your team losing? Y'all done won 60 straight games, and then you're going to go talk about your team because they're not shooting 40% in 3-point, but they're shooting 38%. Like, it's the lowest common denominator.
That sounds like critics of like championship teams, like the Warriors. People criticize them even though they won the championship 2 years ago.
Noah Lyles.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we go to Noah, real quick, Island, how do you have a good relationship? How do you have a healthy relationship? What are your keys to a healthy relationship?
Communication, honesty, compromise, trust, and a healthy sex life.
Okay, say that slower because I missed it.
Communication, trust, honesty, compromise, and a healthy sex life.
I really like that.
I've literally been writing about that for 20 years.
Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I'm smart.
Have you ever been in a relationship?
Yes, I've been engaged.
Okay, so you've been engaged. Which one of those things was lacking in that relationship that you think contributed to the breakup?
I wasn't mature enough. I wasn't the right person. I wasn't the right person. They weren't the right person. It wasn't the right time.
But
when I was younger, I had 3 women all within a similar time frame that were the most amazing women, and that's when I should have jumped, and I didn't jump.
What does that mean, jump? Like get married?
Yeah, get married. Or settle down.
So what do you think? Which category does that fall in? Does that fall into communication? Does that fall into trust? Like, out of all those, like, where do you think that falls?
Honesty.
Honesty.
Because unless you're honest with yourself.
And you weren't honest.
And I wasn't honest with myself.
What weren't you honest about? Like, I want to know.
I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready to settle.
Yeah, settle down, not settle. Settle down.
Settle down. So you don't think Robert Jameson?
No, Robert. It wasn't South Park. It was 1 Ingram and 2 North Star.
I would say, are we able to put the comments up so people can see them while we're on? Not today.
Maybe,
okay.
maybe not.
Okay, not today. Okay, got it. So here's my thing. Like, I get it. To me, there's a lot of factors that go into a healthy relationship. But I think the main thing is communication, and compromise is huge too. Compromise is big because there's certain things when you're with somebody long term, there's going to be times where they do stuff that you just don't agree with or you don't see eye to eye on.
Yeah.
And a lot of us can be selfish and stubborn and not want to make those small changes that might affect the other partner. So it's important to have compromise. That's really huge. And I think consistency is also important because there was a relationship that I was in the past.
The thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA Finals and they have world champions.
Oops.
Speaking of hurt. So everybody's saying compromise is facts, communication is key, loyalty and trust is key, communication and trust is biggest factors. So I was with an ex, right? And it didn't work out because communication was really bad. Like, he didn't communicate with me at all. And it just didn't end up, I couldn't be with someone who could not communicate their feelings and emotions. And I think one of the reasons why you and I are friends, Guylan, like even with friends, is because, Guylan, you're really good at communicating.
Thank you.
You are, I get along with people who communicate really well. Even if it's not something I want to hear, you're still open and honest about it. It's when you start withholding how you feel and not telling and keeping those emotions tucked in and letting it fester into something negative, that's when it becomes an issue. So I've
never had that problem in my relationships. I was normally not doing or not saying to spare the other person.
Like sparing their emotions?
Yes.
So you over communicated and that would affect people.
Right.
Right. Okay. And sometimes people aren't like, I feel like communication, you also have to have styles that are familiar with each other, because I also over communicate with Guylan as well. It's more than communicating, understanding. I can communicate, but if you don't understand me, yeah. And some people just talk just to talk.
Well, but hold up. But see, read what he read.
Okay. More than communicating, understanding. I can communicate how I feel, but if you don't understand, then that's big.
He's communicating to be heard because he has something to tell somebody else rather than communicating. He's saying you don't understand or the other person doesn't understand.
Right.
Okay, and?
So that's where compromise comes in.
Exactly.
So that's why compromising and communication, trust, all that stuff, that goes hand in hand. So, and it's also important to make, like, if you want to make your relationship work, those things are huge. And I think that's important. So what else do you think, since you want to talk about love and healthiness and positive stuff, let me ask you this. What's the best thing a girl's ever done for you? Like, in a relationship, but not sexual or nasty.
Oh, okay. Well, there was that one time. The best thing?
Yeah. What's the nicest gesture a woman has done for you that really blew you away? Not sexual. No pun intended.
No, I don't know. I mean, there's not one I can like sit here and say like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing in the world. They've all been like nice and decent.
Okay.
Like, I don't have anything that really stands out. I mean, I've been surprised for my birthday. I've been taken out for my birthday nobody's ever taken me on a cruise or a trip or bought me a car or some shit like that.
So So is that your love language? People buying you gifts?
No, my love language is touch and communication.
Okay.
I think communication is one. I know touch is one for sure.
I don't know my love language. I think my love language is cooking for people. So I don't know what category that falls under.
Acts of service.
Acts of service. Yeah, that's my love language. Like, I like to cook. If I love you, I'll cook for you the best meal ever and leave it at that. I don't know. I just feel like the reason why I'm wondering about all this stuff and asking about it, because I see like a lot of relationships lately. I don't know if it's because of the society that we're in, but a lot of relationships don't seem to be working out now. There was a statistic that came out that 56% of marriages end up in divorce, and the other 20% that don't want to be in a marriage. So those are really high numbers, and I'm wondering what the contributing factors are. But I think if you keep
women make too much money and they can vote,
I think that's huge. And I know, I don't know, voting. I don't know. You got to break voting down for me, but make too much money.
Because you can vote for your rights. You can change. You can make changes. And you don't need. Men are no longer in control 100%.
Yes.
Women have the right to vote. Do you know in 1984, women couldn't own their own property? They had to have somebody sign off for it.
In 1984?
Yes.
1984?
Yeah, I'm going to double check.
That's like that was like right before I was born. They couldn't own property in the United States?
Hold on.
That's crazy. But let's get that statistic, because I really want to know if that's true.
I could be wrong. Hold on.
Okay. Anthony Flores said, I just cooked. My boy Steve Harvey got cheated on with his chef and bodyguard and now has to pay her $200 million. Damn. And a lot of people don't want to get married because of financial reasons too.
Well, but what does that mean? I remember I went out with a woman, a twin, absolutely gorgeous. And she said, I got my house, I got my car, I got a good job. All I need is a man and a baby. Now, what that means to me is once the baby comes, she don't need me no more.
But she said a man and a baby, not just a baby.
Yeah, a man for the baby.
Oh, a man for the baby. Oh.
She didn't say that, but that's what she meant.
I feel like, for me, like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people don't want to be in relationships anymore because of the direction society is going in. And women, I think that's a big factor for men who have like internal machista vibes, that they want women to tend to them hand and foot, but they're not bringing home 100% of the money. And that's actually one of the reasons why me and my ex broke up, because I don't know why I'm talking too much about him, but it's one of the reasons why we broke up was because he wanted me to do all the house stuff, but he wanted me to pay half the bills. So I was like, I don't have time to focus on myself and be happy.
Mm-hmm. And
I feel like if you're bringing home 100% of the money and I get to be a stay-at-home whatever, then yeah, I would do all that. But you ain't paying my bills, and you ain't taking me shopping the way I need to be taken care of. So now I will do stuff around the house, but we both should do our fair share if we're both bringing in equal parts of money towards the household overhead. That's why relationships are tough.
Well, bottom line, it's if it's about money and your relationship has anything to do with money, then somebody's not going to be satisfied. Because I remember when my father had some challenges. I remember my mother had some challenges. And I remember they always came together as one. And money was a strain, but it was never like, I make more money than you, you make more money than me. Never.
Anthony Gonzalez has a question for you. He wants to know, have you ever purposely kissed the wrong twin? Did you ever purposely kiss the wrong twin? Did you try?
No, I would have tried. No, I wouldn't have tried. I don't look for fire. I may start fire. I don't look for fire.
Okay, Anthony Flores. So they're equal. That's good. I think that's a good way to end it. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't look at my mom and dad as two different people. My mom and my father are the same person.
They're one.
They're one.
Yeah. See, and when people say that, I have a hard time seeing it that way.
Huh?
I have a hard time seeing it that way.
Oh, my mother, my father are one person.
Yeah.
When it's Mother's Day or Father's Day, it's the same person.
Yeah. Okay.
What are gender roles?
Everyone needs to play their gender roles in relationships.
What are gender roles?
Yeah, what are gender roles? That's a good one. What are gender roles? Because that's crazy. I feel like, gender roles, what are they? Like having the baby?
It's bullshit.
Because the hard part is
no, a gender role. That having a baby is not a gender role. A man can't have babies. That's not a gender role.
Oh, okay. Now I want a cinnamon roll. Because I'm hungry.
Yeah, you do need to. But I don't know what gender roles are.
Okay. All right. So let's just talk about this whole Noah Lyles thing. We got to get into sports because we went off on a tangent.
You went off on a tangent.
On a lazy topic. I just want to know people's thoughts on cheating. That's all.
Okay. So Noah Lyles.
Okay. So this mofo, Noah Lyles, he's not just a mofo. He's actually a world-class athlete. He is an American sprinter. And he recently won he competed in Team USA for the 2020 Olympics, and he won the 200-meter event at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest, Hungary on Friday. But his performance is not the performance that made the headlines. What made the headlines is his comments regarding American sports and world championships. Here's what he had to say.
And on their head, world champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times. But that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA. The thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals.
So what did you think about that?
I honestly think he is being facetious. I don't even think he was being I'm sure he meant it, but I don't think he thought people would take it that seriously. Because Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Kendrick Perkins, PJ Tucker, Austin Rivers, Tyler Hero, Aaron Fox, Denzel Valentine, so many people, so many athletes came out that play for the NBA, and they were pissed off. They said comments like, put a brain in a bird and a bird would start flying backwards. PJ Tucker said, you can't make this shit up. Austin J. Rivers said, simply put, best players in the world play in the league, so winning an NBA champion qualifies as world champs. I don't know what's more cringe, his comments or his voice and his delivery. But Greg Popovich said the exact same thing. And that's one of the reasons why when you look up at the Spurs banners, they do not say world champions. They just say NBA champions. They ended up taking down the verbiage on that on their banners because Coach Popovich had strong feelings about it. He said it doesn't make sense for an NBA team to call themselves world champions. I don't remember anybody playing anybody outside the borders to get that tag. Americans don't respond to the best of to the rest of the world. So do you think it's an American mentality, Gylan, that people that these NBA players are saying that they are world champions and they can use that title?
I mean, yeah, they can use the title, but are they truly world champs?
The answer is no.
Yeah.
The answer is
What did
no.
Greg Pop say?
So he said it doesn't make sense for an NBA team to call themselves world champions. I don't remember anyone playing outside of our borders to get that tag. Americans don't respond to the rest of the world. And here's the thing. I agree with this man and Coach Pop. His delivery may not have rubbed you the right way, but the reality is that and NBA athletes, I'm not taking away from their talent, that play in America, they are the best in the world because they win the gold medal damn near every time in the Olympics. And Team USA crushes it every time they play against other leagues in the world. And there's a reason why a lot of international players come to the NBA to play because they're the best of the best. The perfect example is Victor Wembanyama. However, Gylan, you and I were talking this off camera. You had made a really good point that it costs a lot of money to become
yeah. So Noah Lyles, I guess getting in the NBA, you don't have to have a lot of money. But to be Olympic champion, it's no joke. And the privilege it takes to be an Olympian champion, wherever you are across the world, is something that's really special. So I think he's ignoring his privilege around this. But he is correct. Like, you're not the world champion as a baseball player. You're probably closer to being a world champion as an NBA player. I would love to see American football players play rugby players, because that's about as close as you're going to get to some sort of, like, maybe you are a world champion, maybe you're not a world champion. But I don't know. I think he was trying to be, funny at one point, but it sounded like he had a little bit of smoke. But there's nobody in the world that can catch him. He's the world's fastest man, so.
Yeah, and here's my thing. Like, they are the greatest athletes in the NBA, but it is kind of factual. They're not world champions. They're just American champions because they're playing for an American league. They're not playing athletes and teams all across the world, because there are international teams. So at the end of the day, it does seem like it's an American way of thinking. Yes, Americans are the best in the NBA, but at the end of the day, you're not playing everybody else around the world, and I know that offends them, but at the same time,
and they ain't even offended.
Yeah,
and if they are, they don't need their millions of dollars.
They're fake offended. They're just jumping on the bandwagon. They're just defending their NBA, and at the end of the day, they're just champions. I think Greg Popovich, the way he delivered, when Greg Popovich said it, people did not have a huge issue with it, like the way they do with Noah Lyles, and I think it's because of his delivery.
Oh, you dropped there for a second.
Oh, I think it's because of his delivery. The reason why it was such a big deal. But I also feel like he was, like I said, facetious, and he said what he said just in a nonchalant way, and it just blew up, and it wasn't supposed to be like that. But shout out to him for winning the 200. Let's not take away from that, because that's a lot of hard work as well. And he had one, you have the world platform, and you made headlines. So congratulations, Noah Lyles, to you on winning the 200 meter for Team USA. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're talking about, speaking of champions, we're also talking about tennis too. Guylan, did you see that the tennis news that came out recently?
You mean about
Coco?
Golf just calling out that woman for playing slow?
Yeah, that was. I thought that was interesting. Do you have the clip?
Yeah, we'll play it right now.
Okay.
She's never ready when I'm. You gave her time violation once. How is this fair? No, you're calling the score after the point is over. It's not like we're playing 1 point. You're calling the score like 6 seconds after the point is over.
Yeah, she's 100% right.
You missed her like 4 times. She's never ready. It's not like we're having 30-ball rallies. It's 2 balls. She's going to. I'm not going. I'm going a normal speed. Ask any ref here. I go at medium pace speed. But she can't to every single point. And everybody in this crowd knows you're not doing your job. I've been quiet the whole match. Why do you think they clapped when you gave her a time violation? She's been missing for like 6 points. That first set, every game, second set, every game. I didn't say nothing, but now it's ridiculous. I don't care what she's doing on her serve, but my serve, she has to be ready.
Okay, well said. As if she didn't have the crowd on her side enough.
I like this because she had no choice but to take her frustrations out on the umpire about the stalling tactics of the U.S. Open after, and she ended up winning this competition. And she said afterwards that she doesn't really like confrontation, but she had to do what she had to do because they were saying Goff was too quick on her serve and constantly sought to hold up her opponent, but everything went to the left. She said she went over the clock 4 times, the opponent did, and you gave her a time violation once. So to me, it seems like it's implicit bias that she was dealing with. And the fact that she came out and spoke up for herself is amazing, because a lot of people are afraid to, you see people speak up for themselves all the time in sports, but this one, it was like obvious implicit bias because she was completely going against the rules and just only calling stuff on Goff when she didn't mean to call it on the other opponent as well.
Did she call anything on Golf? I don't think she called anything on Golf.
She didn't call. Yeah, exactly. Well, she did.
No, she was just not calling the other chick, and she was taking forever. But right after that, she did call a point,
Yeah,
and then that gave Golf the game.
So my thing is this. Afterwards, Laura Siegemund, the opponent, went on the post press conference and she started crying over it. And she made a huge deal about like she was a victim over it. And I don't think that she was a victim. I just think that Coco Gauff was standing her ground. Why is this news? Why is this a huge deal? Because people do this all the time in sports. Is it a huge deal because I
don't think it's a huge deal. I think it's the U.S. Open, which is a massive match, massive trophy to win. It's in America, and Coco Gauff is kind of like coming into her own. I think she's 18 or 19 years old now. Serena Williams isn't there anymore, and so she's the heir apparent to come in and be the badass. And so I think she has the ability to be a very, very good tennis. She's already an amazing tennis player, but really to come into her own. So I think that's why it's bigger news.
Well, they said that also too, that that Serena Williams had to do this a lot too. She was constantly having to stand up for herself because of the biases that she faced as a tennis athlete. So for this to happen in this new generation, it's kind of disappointing, to be honest, because I'm sure Serena had to break down a lot of barriers, her and Venus. And Coco Gauff doing this now, it's just like, is this stuff going to change? She also spoke out also about women getting equal pay, because she was saying women deserve more money and it's up to the young people to make sure that it gets done. So not only is she outspoken on the court, but she's also being a voice for change, and she also wants people to make more money in the future, and she's trying to be a leader in that movement. So I really applaud her for taking strides in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it's been like really, really slow. I don't know. It's not really been slow because football's coming around the corner. I'm really excited about the UTSA season. I'm going to go to a couple games too. Are you going?
Yeah.
Well, you're right up the street.
I mean, I can walk to the games. I don't know. I mean, I'm a UTSA alum.
You went to UTSA?
Sure did.
For how many semesters?
I went to the school.
You graduated?
I'm an alumni.
Okay. Did you graduate?
Why y'all up in my shit?
If you went to the school, even if you didn't graduate, it counts.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm an alumni.
Like I went to SAC. I'm a SAC alumni.
No, that doesn't count.
What does SAC count?
Beauty school dropout. That doesn't count.
I actually am a real life beauty school dropout. I finished all 2,000 hours of my cosmetology courses, and I never took the test to become a cosmetologist. So I'm literally I'm literally a beauty school. Shut up.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now we got what we talking about? Trey Lance to the Cowboys.
Trey Lance to the Cowboys. I don't think they even told Dak Prescott about this. I think Trey Lance just showed the fuck up. Like, yo, what's up, dog?
Okay, so apparently
Career Point alumni.
Well, they didn't. He actually didn't know. They Jerry Jones said that they didn't tell anybody until they did it, period. My point is we just wanted to get it done. And people are saying, hey, is he going to take Dak's job? Yeah, if Dak doesn't step the hell up, of course he's going to take his job. Now, I saw this crazy. I should have said this to you, Kylie, but I saw this stuff on Twitter recently. Actually, Joe Garcia sent it to me from the Two Shots podcast. And it's like
Two shots?
Two shots? It's hold on. I want to show you. God. Okay, look. All right. It says, okay, now the Cowboys, with the addition of Trey Lance, do Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys have the strongest quarterback room in the league? You got Dak Prescott, Trey Lance, Cooper Rush, and Will Grier. That's the depth chart for the quarterback depth chart. Do they have the strongest depth chart in the league? Honestly, and it was cracking me up because it's not a bullpen for baseball. They're not going to rotate out.
I know, right?
They're acting like it's a bullpen. Like, they're going to rotate out every single game. Now, if they get injured, it's the next man up mentality. If Dak's injured, do you think the season's over? I don't know. Maybe Trey Lance could possibly do a good job. And he did a decent job with the 49ers. Nothing too crazy. But it's not a bullpen. Who cares? I mean, to me, this is like, yeah, this is their depth chart. That's great. Bears have a great depth chart too. There's a lot of great QB depth charts in the league. Is it the best? I don't think it matters unless
We live
somebody
in a
gets injured.
society where we got to say something about everything, and we're guilty of it. You and I are guilty of it. It's just, I don't want Dak to get hurt, but I want Trey to get a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And he's never gotten a chance in the NFL, period.
Why do you want him to get a chance? Because he deserves
Because I want to
it.
see what he can do.
Yeah.
He's a number 3 pick.
Dude, Dak Prescott had a league high 15 interceptions last season.
That's
So so my thing
so
is,
what?
what do you mean? No, my thing is like, if you have 15 interceptions, why would you even put out a tweet? Why would SportsCenter even put out a tweet that they have the strongest quarterback room in the league if he had 15 interceptions last season? It's not like he's the
well,
best.
that doesn't
in the room.
mean
Doesn't mean
he's not
the
the
best.
worst. He's not the worst.
But he's also not the best.
But they're strong. They do have a strong league. They do have a strong thingamadoodle.
Quarterback depth?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. But I'm just saying, like, Dak is a good leader. I'm just honestly not sold on him as a quarterback.
I'm not sold on the Dallas Cowboys.
Me neither.
Period. I'm so sick of living in. Only reason I'm sick of living in San Antonio is because of Dallas Cowboy fans.
Oh, why is that?
Because they're bought and sold for. They're whores.
Here's the thing. I don't have a
I'm
problem.
nice to Dallas Cowboy
No,
fans
I don't- no, I don't
because
have
I want my listeners to listen to me.
No, I don't have a problem with the Cowboys or the fans. What I have a problem with is the media and the Cowboys marketing team trying to convince everybody every single year that this is their year and they're going to the championship, and they have Cowboys fans brainwashed to believe that that's going to happen. That's
They're
what
America's team.
that's
They're
what
America's team.
That's what I don't understand.
America's team.
Now, I don't get attacked.
Woo.
I don't get attacked by Cowboys fans, so I don't hate.
Because you're nice.
Well, I don't hate the Cowboys. I would understand.
Why
if
do
I
you like
scre-
them?
Why do I like them?
Are they better than the Bears?
No, but I
So
like.
you are a cheater.
Um,
You got a side note.
No, it's not. They're.
Yep. You be rooting for the Cowboys. Carolina got a side,
Okay,
boys,
okay.
called the Dallas Cowboys.
That's a great topic. If you had okay.
This is our years.
Who's your
Anthony, please.
Who is your main guy in the NFL? Who's your main chick?
Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, and who's your side chick?
I don't have a side chick.
You don't have a side chick in the NFL?
No, I'm like
You're
looking
loyal?
at IG and clicking on the big booty girls.
Okay, if you had let's say
If I had to have a side chick,
not if you had to have a side chick. Let's say, look, you're loyal to the Ravens, so you're loyal to your main chick.
correct.
If you had to have a side, not a side piece, but I would say if there was a hot girl that you just want to look at every now and then in the NFL, what team would that be?
What team? If I needed a hot girl to look at every once in a while,
Yeah,
Chiefs, Pat Mahomes,
the Chiefs. Okay, so
Yeah.
that would be the hot chick that you like.
because
to
I
look-
kind of like their greatness.
Yeah. Okay, so my main. That's okay. So that's actually not bad. Ravens and Chiefs. You got Lamar Jackson and you got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
That's actually not
because
bad.
running backs don't matter anymore in the league. They don't pay them like they do.
Yeah. And Anthony Gonzalez and them are saying that you're checking out the Cowboys, though.
I am not checking out the Cowboys. No, that does. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Do you think Cowboys will have a fat ass?
No, not at all. Not at all. They got no booty. They got no acetol. They got no acetol. They got the disease, no acetol.
What about
Because this is why Dak Prescott has sold his soul to the Cowboys. And I liked him when he came out of college. I was rooting for him, but he is Jerry Jones's boy. And take that for whatever you wanted to take it for.
Anthony Gonzalez says they got titties, though.
No.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the only ones looking at him are non-melanated people.
Okay, check this out. Let me ask you this. Okay, so the Chiefs, your main chick is the Ravens. They're the person you want to marry. Ravens got a fat, or the Chiefs got a fat ass, and the Cowboys have titties. Or what do the Cowboys have to you? Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing. Is
God.
it not like
It's off the
you're
rails.
not attracted to them at all? Like, I just want to know.
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
They can do nothing for me.
Okay, if y'all had to have a main chick.
Not even drunk. I can't even look at the cowboy with beer goggles on and be like, oh, they look good. No.
Okay, everybody keeps correcting me. Will Greer got picked up. Anthony Beck, he got picked up by the Bengals. Yes, and that tweet was as of 12 hours ago. I'm sorry that I'm 12 hours late, you guys. I had a long day at work. Like, okay, check this out. Real quick, if you guys are watching this in the comments, let me know who your main piece would be and who your side piece would be in the NFL. For me, my main is definitely the Bears. And if I had to have, what would it be, a Sancho? It would definitely be, I would say the Raiders. I've always been like a, I've been like,
you like ugly people. I mean, I ain't that cute, but damn, I ain't ugly. Raiders ugly.
Yeah, you know.
I just threw up in my mouth.
The Raiders aren't the best team, but they are fun to watch because they're not like the Washington Commanders where they're a complete dumpster fire, but they have just enough toxicity for me to be attracted to them.
I was about to say, I'm thinking about what you're attracted to and what you like. Yeah.
Okay.
The Raiders are like the alcoholics of the league.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Okay, so the Raiders, the Raiders are the alcoholics of the league. Who would the pot smokers be of the league?
Probably the Jets.
I would say the pot smokers would be, I would say like the Dolphins fans. I think they would be pot smokers. Just smoke weed and chill. Just stay there. Just stay there.
Wow.
Okay, and then let's see. Who would be the toxic ex? The Cowboys?
The toxic ex would, for me, probably Houston Texans. Because I grew up as a Cowboy. I'm lying. I grew up as an Oilers fan.
Okay.
And that's why I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Okay, so they would be your toxic ex.
Who in the hell? Carolina Teague. She wakes up. Yes.
Who the hell wakes up looking for watching
She's got challenges, homies.
I'm tired of you saying I have challenges. I'm tired of you saying I have challenges. Like, he be talking to me, you guys, off the show. He be telling me I got challenges all the time.
Would you rather say me you fucked up?
It's like you calling me special ed. Like, you damn near calling me special ed.
No, I would never call you special ed.
Yeah,
I would never do that.
Well,
That's not nice.
You're getting close to it.
No. Challenges. We all have challenges.
Anthony Gonzalez says Cowboys is the one Guyland hit but won't admit it out loud.
Never. Not even with yours. Not even with your eggplant.
I think you have a crush on the Cowboys.
No.
I kind of think you do because you kind of drag them all the time. They say that, like back in the day when we were in elementary, they said the guy that kind of picks on you is the guy that likes you the most. That's how you are with the Cowboys. You kind of have a crush on them.
Yeah, sure.
You have a crush on them.
I don't like them.
Your toxic ex is the Texans/Oilers.
The Texans, because of the Oilers.
Yeah.
Actually, a.k.a. the Tennessee Titans.
See, now you done woke up the Cowboys fans. They're saying you're in a secret relationship with the Cowboys.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
You woke up the Cowboys fans. Look, all I'm saying is this. So, yeah, my side piece would be the ugly-ass Raiders. My toxic ex would be... I don't think I would have a toxic ex.
Knowing you.
It'd be Cowboys, I think. I would say Cowboys would be my toxic ex. I think. I never really loved them, but I care about them. Yeah, that is a toxic ex. I never really loved them, but I care about them. So that's definitely my toxic ex. And I would say the alcoholics for me would be the Packers. They just suck.
Yeah.
All right. So last but not least, we got my boy DJ Moore. Amazing? got all this energy. He's just an incredible spirit. I am so excited for the Chicago Bears offensive line this season, and I love DJ Moore, and I'm so excited for him. If you guys have not drafted for fantasy football yet, definitely pick DJ Moore. That's the guy that you got to pick. I'm obsessed with him. I love him. This is one of the greatest things that the Bears have done, and I feel like the future is bright for the Bears. We were at the bottom of the barrel last season, worst team in the league, and he's the only Bears player that cracks ESPN's top 100 list, which sucks. But hey, he's a great deal from the Carolina Panthers, and he's over 3 seasons had 1,100 yards. I think he's a bright spot for the Bears for the future, and I want to see how Justin Fields uses him. So I can't wait for the season. I'm going to actually start doing a lot more TikTok lives in regards to the Chicago Bears and Cowboys. If y'all want me to talk Cowboys, let me know. If y'all want me to talk Bears, let me know. If you want me to talk strictly NFL, let me know, because I'm going to start being on TikTok at Carolina Teague Sports. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And Kylan keeps getting trolled in the comments, so
I am not worried about these Cowboy fans.
You are low key.
No, I'm not.
All right, so we don't have this or that, right?
Nope.
Okay, let's pick a this or that. I'm gonna give you one.
Okay.
Okay, this or that. This or that. Cowboys or Donald Trump.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Guylan hates Donald Trump, you guys.
Cowboys. Cowboys. At least I know they're not going to destroy the free world.
All right, Jerry Jones.
Okay.
Or Jerry Jones or this one's tough. Let's see. Jerry Jones or I can't think of nothing. Let's see. Oh, how about this? Jerry Jones or
this is not good radio.
okay. Oh, sorry. A $200 tax hike, or like let's say your rent goes up by $400, or Jerry Jones. Who are you picking?
Jerry Jones. You talk about my pockets.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, Carol G.
I got one for you.
Okay.
I got one for you.
Okay.
You can spend 3 days with Cam Cam, or you can spend a year covering the Chicago Bears.
Wait, without Cam Cam?
Without Cam Cam. Paid $150,000 a year to cover the Chicago Bears.
Or what was the other option?
Or hang out with your son for 3 days.
I mean, I hang out with him all the time, so I would pick the Bears.
She don't like you, Cam Cam.
Daddy gonna have to hold it down for a couple days. I would. Oh, okay. All right, guys, that was the show, and like I said, we got. I think I'm gonna have Katie Goodman on next week. I'm going to the Karol G concert tomorrow. My brain has been fried, and Guylan has to put up with this shit. That's why my topics are all over the place. My brain is literally fried.
Because you got challenges.
Because I know Bobby's going to come back with $150K. Look, I got bills that I got to. My son will be happy. I'm going to buy him some toys. He'll be all right. So I'm going to the Karol G
See,
concert.
Anthony, damn, you picked your Bears over your own son. Mama coming back with 150.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm going to see Karol G at the Alamo Dome tomorrow. I'm really excited. My brain has turned into mashed potatoes. I haven't had a day off in such a long time. I'm finally taking time off. tomorrow I'm gonna have half a day, and then I'm going into work Friday half a day, so I have a whole day to myself. I'm gonna go to Carol G concert. Cam's get taken care of. He's getting taken to school. I'm gonna be enjoying the Carol G concert. My brain is fried, mashed potatoes. I'm working on selling my house right now. I got a lot going on. But thank you guys so much for listening to me. And the Spurs season's coming around the corner. I am also doing more stuff with other outlets. I'm very, very excited. Of course, you guys are here at VodPod Media. Guyland's doing a giveaway right now for the VodPod Media studio. If you guys comment an excuse as to why you have not started your podcast
on my Facebook page,
on his Facebook page, Guyland will enter you in his contest to win one free session at VodPod Media. If you guys like our setup, if you guys like the way this is done, and all Guyland has to do is push a button.
What?
You
mean all I gotta do is press a button? Y'all be acting like this shit ain't hard. I gotta deal with you, Maximo, fucking Natasha. Amzai, the only one halfway decent. Rest of y'all are crackheads.
What do you mean?
Jesus.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not no fucking crackhead. I'm not no fucking crackhead. I just got mashed potatoes for brains right now. So deal with that.
Okay.
Anyways, if you comment why you want a podcast or why you haven't started a podcast, whether that's Dina says she has too many kids. Okay. That's why she hasn't started a podcast. If you guys,
no, that's why you probably need a damn podcast and a TV in the bedroom.
And literally, that's the reason why I started the podcast, was because I needed to get away from Cam for an hour.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Cam.
I'm going to clip this and send it to Cam.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Cam. All right, guys. I'm going to see y'all next week. If y'all want to enter the competition, go ahead and enter the competition. I look forward to seeing you guys here at VodPod Media. I'll talk to you guys next week. I think I might have Katie Goodman on. We got to confirm that. But, yeah, we got Katie Goodman and some more stuff coming soon. So I'm excited. I'll talk to y'all later next week. Bye.